What helped me sleep with so many girls and still sleep with so many girls today is not the fact that I'm good looking, because I am not. I'm quite short, I'm quite an average guy, and I'm not like got big muscles. And it's not the Manosphere. It's not the stuff that you're listening to right now from Andrew Tate, HS Sticky Tocky, Fresh and Fit, whatever. I don't even consume that content because it doesn't help you to get laid. It's just a bunch of angry, immature, insecure men who hate women, and the only way that they can be more valuable than women is by putting women down. Welcome to the video, guys. My name is Dan Ferrari, and if you don't know me or you're new around here, I'm just an average guy who was never good with girls, who ended up being one of the most fucking greatest seducers in our fucking generation, because last year I slept with over 50 hot, stunning girls in 1 year. And I think that adds up in like 1 week. You know, one girl every single fucking week. What? What the? And I just help guys get better with girls. That's it. That's just who I am. I'm just an average guy who knows how to fucking talk to girls, who knows what works when it comes to dating, and I just fucking help other guys do the same thing. Hey, 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 hey. I'm not a Manosphere guy, I'm not a red pill, a black pill, a blue pill. I'm just a guy who wanted to get laid and wanted to date a bunch of hot chicks, and I managed to get it done. And I'm just going to share with you guys everything that I know. So if that sounds good, please subscribe. This is not an over-edited video. I'm not going to do some crazy montage for you guys. If you have the attention span of a baby and you can't even fucking listen to a guy speaking about a topic to try and learn something, well, probably this is not for you. And go watch some HS Sticky Tocky stupid kick TikTok stuff. Okay? This is for guys who actually want to get better with girls, who actually want to become seducers and just become a guy that women are attracted to. Not because of your looks, not because of your money, not because of your fame, but because of who you are as a guy. So there has been a whole fucking outrage documentary called The Manosphere that's come out, exposing all these red pill guys. You probably know about it. You've seen it. It's everywhere on Netflix. What do I think about it? Well, this is the thing. First of all, let me talk about these HS Sticky Tocky, these influencers, right? I think Sneaker was in there. I've not watched it because honestly, it's stupid. I just know that it went viral and it's kind of exposed the Manosphere as a bad thing, as toxic masculinity, the typical spiel that, you know, mainstream media does. Let me tell you something about HS Sticky Tocky and all the other, you know, influencers that I've heard say. This is the problem with this. They are trying to be Andrew Tate. They are all trying to be Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate went viral a few years ago because he was out there saying outlandish stuff that was shocking people. I wouldn't say I necessarily disagree with Andrew Tate, but he was saying things in a way that was done on purpose to create a reaction online. And it's to get you to, you know, it's for him to go viral and make his money by selling his course, which is great marketing. But the stupid influencers like HS Sticky Tocky and Fresh and Fit and Myron and all that stuff, they're using what Andrew Tate is saying online, and they're applying that in their real life. But when you look at how Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate actually speak to their women, they're nowhere near how they speak online. They're actually very soft. They're very seducing. They're very charming with their women, right? They're never brash and harsh and difficult, and they're none of this. Because they are true seducers. They know how women's psychology works, right? The Tate brothers know how psychology works and how female nature works. So that's why you never see them speaking like this to their women. They only portray that aspect online to impress men and be like, look, I'm such a macho. I can tell a woman to go make me a sandwich and she will. Well, yeah, she will, because not that you're just nice to her, but because she loves you, because you provide her with emotions and you've seduced her, right? You've made her fall in love with you. That's why I tell my girlfriend, go make me a sandwich. She makes me dinner every fucking night. I don't even have to tell her. She does it for me, right? And what these influencers, these Manosphere influencers have done, they have taken what the Tate brothers have been saying quite literally, and they've applied it to their seduction arsenal toolkit, which is completely wrong. You can't, right? I don't know if you've watched the course that Andrew Tate put out when he was, before he went viral. He was teaching guys how to manage OF girls, and he was like, you can't be forceful and negative with these girls. That's a guy who was managing girls doing content. He was like, PIMP stands for something like positive, something. He was like, you have to be positive. You can find the video somewhere. It's out there on YouTube, right? His course teaching guys how to manage girls. And even in that course, he was like, you need to be positive and encourage them and be a role model to these girls. You can't get girls to listen to you by being hard on them. That's not how it is, right? Because women, they're emotional. They get attached to a man once they feel the emotions that they need from that guy. And being hard on them, putting them down is definitely not, right? Now, there is some dark psychology with validation, right? I've made a video about this before. Validation is basically what makes people feel good. When a woman looks at you and she smiles at you, you feel validated because you're like, fuck, I'm getting the attention, right? Getting attention from girls and people and men or whatever gives you validation. So there is a way of playing with that validation with women to take the validation away and give it back to them slowly, that keeps them hooked on you, right? For example, you devalidate some of the things that women are validated for. So if you see a pretty woman, you tell her it's the technique called push and pull. You look at her, and you're like, I like your hair, but I'm not too sure about the dress. All right? So that's a push and pull. It's a very simple push and pull, right? Now all of a sudden she's like, look, he likes my hair. She won't even process that. She will process the negative comment or the push, which is, I'm not too sure about your dress. And she will only think about this. That's a dark psychology kind of technique that keeps people, you basically start to live in people's minds rent-free, and they start chasing you for the validation. Now she probably will put on a different dress, right? Because now she's like, that negative comment, I don't like that. How can I get my validation back? And now she will actively work to change her behavior, change what she's dressing, right? In the hope that you will validate her back and say, that's a nice dress. So that's some kind of examples of how, psychology, that kind of like, seduction, dark seduction tactics can work to kind of get women to react to you or be somewhat chasing you. But that's not putting them down. That's just being smart with psychology, right? So if you're hoping that HS Tiki Myron from Fresh and Fit and all these influencers who are trying to go viral and trying to be like Andrew Tate and have taken what Andrew Tate's marketing as gospel and applied it into their life, they're not going to help you out, bro. Like, the girls that look at these guys, the way they speak and the way they live their life, the girls that you're trying to get are looking at these guys and being like, ew, they're getting the ick. One of my girlfriend watched the documentary and she was like, these guys are disgusting. So if the guys that you're trying to learn from are not even attractive to the girls that you're trying to get, why are you learning from these guys? That's my question. Why are you learning from the guys who don't even get the girls that you want? Learn from the people who are like you, who get the results that you want. That's what I want you to think about, right? Now, Andrew Tate, look, he's the one that started this whole kind of Manosphere thing, right? And I respect the marketing that Andrew Tate has done because he went out to the world saying brash, viral, taboo thing that, it's not really taboo, but in our society today somehow it's taboo. And he went viral and he made a bunch of money for it. But he doesn't speak like this to women in real life. Matter of fact, you can see content of him being quite nice to women. Very respectful, very funny, very entertaining, very charismatic. These are all the good traits of a good seducer. But you see Myron and fucking HS Tiki being brash, trying to troll women. These are kids. They're not men. They're not seducers. Okay? Learn from someone who you can see get the actual result. You can see how they get in the result. Not because they're famous or they have the status. Because the girls that they have around them, all these, say, celebrity, rich internet guys, are girls that are just there for the clout and they're just there for the money. They're not the girls that you want as a normal dude. You don't want to be with an OF girl. You don't want to be with a girl who's an influencer, right? And like posts herself for other men to see. right? And post thirst traps every day. That's not the kind of girl that you want anyways. So why are you learning from guys who get that kind of girl? If they get those girls. I don't even think they get any girls. So this is my take on the Manosphere. I don't think, you know, I think the documentary is just doing what it's just handed to it. You know, like it's just there. These guys acting stupid. Like, of course they're going to get exposed. It's literally that kind of like laid it down for them to take. Like, it's just there. So it's just really stupid. It's really dumb. So look, hey, if you want to actually learn how to be a good seducer, if you want to learn how to be good with women and get hot girls to fall in love with you, look, I've slept with over 50 hot, beautiful chicks last year alone. That's at least one new girl in my bed every week for 12 months straight. So I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So if you're going to actually learn to be good with girls, learn from a guy who has done it and who does it every single day. There is a link down in the description. It's my community. I've posted all my courses there. You literally learn everything about dating, seduction, female psychology, how to level up yourself in life, your mindset, inner game, outer game, dating apps, every single thing, how to text girls, the whole fucking thing. I've been doing it for 7 years. If you want to learn any of that, link is in the bio. If not, I'll see you on the next one. Make sure to subscribe. Peace out and do the hard work. And I'm here when you need me. Peace out.